Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Hafiz Pandu. Today I'm going to present to you my science project, How the Epicenter Affects the Destruction of Buildings in an Earthquake. The table of contents are first the introduction, which has the background, problem statement, objectives and research methods, result and data analysis, tools and materials and steps, and finally the summary and recommendation, which includes results, conclusion, and suggestions. Before we dive into this presentation, let's first talk about the Islamic value here. This is Surah Al-Hajj, um, verse 1, which means, O humanity, fear your Lord, for the violent quaking at the hour is surely a dreadful thing. First is the introduction. The background of this science project is, first of all, earthquakes happen a lot. The second, buildings getting hit by earthquakes. Third, the destruction of buildings caused by earthquakes. And four, the placement of a building in an earthquake. The problem statements are, first, does the location of the buildings affect its destruction in an earthquake? Second, if a building is close to the epicenter, will that building get destroyed faster? Third, does the epicenter affect the destruction of buildings in an earthquake? The objectives are to find out whether or not the location of a building would affect the destruction of that building in an earthquake. The second thing is to know if the epicenter affects the destruction of a building in an earthquake. Lastly, the epicenter is essentially the center of an earthquake on the surface of the Earth. For the research method, I decided to use an experimental method. I conducted this experiment by making a small earthquake simulation. I will test the experiment by putting small-scale buildings and tapping the surface of the simulation from below. The result and data analysis. The tools and materials needed are, first, one piece of cardboard, a pencil and pen, a compass drawing tool, some Lego blocks, a ruler, a duct tape, scissors or a cutter, and a pack of small cubes. The steps are, first, find and mark the middle of the cardboard using a ruler. Second, mark a point every 2 centimeters. The third step is, after marking the points, draw circles based on those points. Fourth step, after drawing the circles on the cardboard, make 4 pillars out of Lego blocks. The fifth step is, place the cardboard box on top of the pillar and secure it with duct tape. And the final step is, once the cardboard is in place, arrange the small cubes in a building shape. The summary and recommendation. The result was that the experiment worked pretty well. The experiment also worked as intended. In conclusion, the experiment was successful. After tapping the bottom of the cardboard, the buildings that were closer to the dot, or the epicenter, did get destroyed faster compared to the buildings that were placed far away from the epicenter. Though here are some suggestions for me. It's better to have some extra materials in the experiment so that the materials don't run out of supply. It's also better to get help from your parents in the process of making the experiment. Thank you very much. That's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.